So just take a picture of every survivor you find, and again, if you're using the guide to get all the survivors, you'll get this, all 4 of these. Just don't forget to take pictures though. Oh, you can take pictures of them when they're dead, the psychopaths. You probably could take pictures of the survivors when they're dead too, but that's horrible. Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner, and today I'm coming to you with the original Dead Rising game. So this is not the remaster, this is the original one, and this game is fantastic. I remember playing it back when it came out, and yeah, I mean, this is awesome. So here's the secret though, I do not have 2 achievements, alright? And I will go over why I don't have those 2 achievements. Basically, I don't have 14 hours to just sit and play with my life right now. Anyways, but that's why. But I will go over why I don't have them, but I will explain how you can get them. So it doesn't matter whether I got them or not. The achievement plan is still going to help you learn how to get all the achievements. And yeah, and I will also link Optinoob, and Optinoob has fantastic guides. And he has a full walkthrough for everything. It's actually, he made it recently, but even though it's for the old game. And I'll also put a recommended playings guide for all survivors. Even though in Optinoob's guide you can do that, this is just the guide that I use just to get all the survivors, and you'll see. What does that mean, all survivors? Yeah, you'll see. Anyway, so here is the game. 50 achievements for 1,000 gamer score, and I give it a 10 out of 10 difficulty. What? Yes, 10 out of 10 because of a lot of different reasons. It can be difficult sometimes until you get powerful. But mostly the difficulty comes from the fact that if you don't do something in a certain amount of time, you could just fail the entire game and have to restart it. So it's not necessarily difficult, but the difficulty is in the fact that you could fail. Yeah, that's the difficulty. Also, the infinity mode, we'll go over that. Completion time, I said here 20 to 25 plus hours. Because if you're using the guide and you know exactly where you're going, you could do a lot of this in one playthrough even. I couldn't do it in one playthrough because I just couldn't do it as fast and get everything. But you can do it in one playthrough, technically, with Optinoob's guide. And after that, infinity mode takes 14 hours. So you could get it in that amount of time if you can do it well. But it could end up taking a long time if you're not following guides and stuff and you're doing many playthroughs. So yeah, that's why I put the plus there. So playthrough number 1, survive for 3 days with all survivors. 3 days is basically the regular game. It's 72 hours. 72-hour mode. So playthrough number 1 is survive for 3 days with all survivors, getting all collectibles, and there's a bunch of collectibles, getting all the PP photos. That's what they're called. PP stickers are on the photos. No, the PP stickers are on things and you take photos of them. And doing all of the cases, which is basically the story, and getting the true ending. Now, all of this, you do not have to do in one playthrough, but technically you can. Optinoob's guide will show you how to do that. But, like, I did all the survivors. I did all survivors and I reloaded, and then I did a different thing, and I'll go over that. But you could break that up into a bunch of playthroughs. And then after that, once you get the true ending, you go to playthrough number 2, and you get overtime mode. And that's like an added gameplay part. And once you beat overtime mode, you can unlock infinity mode, which is basically... you have to pick up food and survive for 14 hours of real time, like hours, like not game hours. Yeah. All right. Category number 1, story achievements. 3 achievements for 60 gamer score. So number 1 is overtime mode. So you will unlock overtime mode by unveiling all the cases and being at the heliport at noon. So to unveil the cases is not the hard part, but to get the true ending, number 2 is a little bit harder because I'm not going to tell you how to get the true ending. But but certain people might die, certain people might live. So yeah, you just have to try to get the true ending. But I'm not going to tell you how. So anyway, but if you want to see, you can check out Optinoob's guide as usual. All right, number 3, 3-day survivors survive for at least 72 hours. And if you do all the cases and be at the heliport at noon, you will do that. So most likely you can do all 3 of these achievements in one go, just one gameplay. Alright, category 2, kill achievements. 4 achievements for 80 gamer score. Defeating at least 1,000 zombies, which was not hard at all. Defeating 10,000, which wasn't hard, but it took a bit of time. And then one of the most infamous achievements, zombie genocider. Defeat at least 53,594 zombies. And I had to have a separate playthrough for this. I actually got all of the... I had missed the survivor. and it's, you know, I'll go over it, but I missed a survivor, so I went and got that survivor and basically went into the tunnel. There's this tunnel area, which I'm probably showing you on the video, and just driving back and forth, picking up different cars because the cars break down. And you know, you go in, you go to the left, you get this one truck, and you can drive in a specific path, and then eventually you get to this car, and then you drive back and you drive out, and then everything respawns when you come back in. Yeah. And I did that for hours and hours. I forget what I was doing. Was I watching? I think I was watching something. Yeah, but anyway, I mean, it didn't take as long as it sounds. I think it was. I say hours and hours. I think it was like 2 hours. Yeah, which is not the worst because the future Dead Rising games have a lot more than that. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't the worst thing ever. And when you get that, you unlock the Mega Buster, which, if you know Mega Man and what his arm cannon buster thing, whatever it's called. Yeah, you get that. So you want to get this achievement maybe early on, so you have it for the arm buster thing for the other playthroughs. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, but that's how you do that. If you're gonna kill zombies in the mall just naturally, you're not gonna get this. There's too many zombies. You want to go down into those tunnels. All right, number 4, and then defeating them 1,000 zombies barehanded. So as I was trying to kill zombies and wait for things, because when I was replaying the game, I already got a lot of things, so I had to wait for a certain time for things to happen. And so I was just killing them with my bare hands. It was not hard at all. It was kind of annoying, to be honest. Category 3 enemy achievements, 5 achievements for 1,000 gamer score. Number 1, defeat at least 1 psychopath, and then, well, you know, and defeat 5 psychopaths and 10 psychopaths. So there are a whole bunch of psychopaths in this game. I think there were 12, if I remember correctly. There are more than 10, though. I had missed 1 because I didn't. It was actually Kent. I did not. I hit him. All right. So this is the deal with Kent. And I'll probably put him on the video, I guess. But when you have Kent, you have to do these photo scoops for him. And you need to do, like he says, get this, get a picture with this, or get a picture with this. You have to do these things. By accident, I hit him while I was killing zombies. All I did was hit him during my playthrough of all survivors. And because of that, he's like, bye, not going to do the rest of the things. So I didn't think that was a big deal. So it was. Yeah, it kept me from seeing him later on in the game. He didn't give me his other challenges. And then because of that, I missed the survivor. So it was really annoying because even though I had enough survivors to get the achievement, I couldn't get all of the photos of each person, which we'll go over that. But you remember what I'm saying once we get there. So yeah, but 10 psychopaths. If you do miss 1 or 2, you'll still be able to get this. Number 4, legendary soldier. Defeat at least 10 special forces soldiers. At some point in the game later on, there'll be special forces soldiers, which I won't tell you why. And I killed hundreds of them. So yeah, you will get enough of them. And then helicopter. The 20 gamer score. Successfully repel a helicopter. Once that part of the game starts, in the middle area, I forget what it's called. It's the outside area. You can see in the video. There is a helicopter flying around. How did I forget it? Anyway, you need to shoot down the helicopter. Yeah, that's what you need to do. I think there might be other places you can do it, but this is the main place right here. And every time you come back in, it respawns. So you can get a whole bunch of different weapons. The Mega Buster probably works really well, but I didn't have that. I had just sniper rifles. So that's how you have to get that, though. Category 4, Survivor Achievements, 6 achievements for 120 gamer score. Tour Guide, escort 8 survivors at once. And then Frank the Pimp, which they changed the name of that in the remaster. Simultaneously escort 8 female survivors. So you can do this at the same time. Now, if you want to see how to do this really well, you can watch Optinoob's Guide. But you can kind of figure out. There's this one psychopath. She's a police officer, and she's really nasty and mean. And she has 4 girls like captured. So what you need to do is you need to kill her first of all and save those 4 girls. That's half of it right there. All right, because you don't have to do it exactly the way everybody does it. But only 8 survivors can spawn in the entire world at a time. So let's say that there are those 4 you got that are spawned, and then there are 4 guys. Well, you need 4 more girls. So you have to go kill all those other males, and then once you kill them, other survivors will spawn. And so then you just have to try to find more female survivors at that point. And if you find male survivors, just kill them. And then more female survivors at some point will spawn. And if you know when all these characters spawn, then there shouldn't be a problem figuring out which 8. Yeah, I want to leave it up in the air a little so you can figure it out on your own. If you really want to figure it out, if you really don't want to figure it out and you just want to know how to do it, watch one of the 2 guides I put up. But honestly, as long as you get the one with the police officer with, well, I guess she's a security guard. She's not a police officer. Security guard with the 4 girls, you'll be in a good spot to start getting the other 8. And as long as, all right, the survivors in this game are really horrible. That's another notorious thing about this game that's not good. Yeah, they get caught so easily. Just have a lot of healing, have a lot of orange juice or whatever kind of drinks, and give them all weapons. Some of them you have to hold their hands and stuff, you know, which, yeah, I know, it's difficult. Number 3, full set, collect all portraits in a notebook. So this one, I got every single survivor except one. Every single psychopath, every single character, and just because I missed and I hit Kent by accident, he disappeared and I was never able to see, what's his name, Tad? I think Tad, yeah. Yeah, I had to replay the entire story just to get Tad because by doing all of his photo challenges, then Tad will appear at the end with him. Yeah, and I won't say how, but yeah, but that's it. So as soon as you see anybody new, any survivor, any psychopath, anybody, just take a picture of them. And honestly, if I hadn't missed that, this would have been super easy, especially with recommended playing guide. All right, so then the next 3 are getting 10, 20, and 50 survivors out of them all. Some of these survivors appear only at certain times, and you won't be able to get it again, so it's very missable. So I really suggest if you're going to do this, you watch the guide. Recommended playing guide is really good for that. If you're going to do it with the other achievements, that's more for Optinoob. All right, but you can do this. Don't give up on that. Eventually, you will get that. Category 5, miscellaneous achievements. 7 achievements for 140 gamer score. All right, a perfect gunner, 20 gamer score. These are all 20 gamer score. Don't miss with a machine gun. So once you get the special forces, you get that they drop machine guns, and what you need to do is either shoot the machine gun at zombies or and hit every single one without missing, or you can go down into the maintenance tunnel, and then you're gonna find this one door by the 2 trucks, and it actually has it's like a meat locker, and you could just shoot the meat, and as long as you get all those bullets into the meat and you don't miss, you'll get that achievement. It's an easy way to do it. Maybe bring a couple of machine guns just in case it doesn't register or something. All right, 2, free fall. Drop from a height at least 16 feet. You could do this almost immediately. You could probably see on the video. I actually got it and didn't realize I got it, and then I started recording after so you could see where I was. Yeah, I dropped off the top of the staircase and landed on the floor and got that achievement. So that's basically where you can get that. But you can get that in a lot of places. Number 3, carjacker. Steal the convict's vehicle. So once you go into the first area, which, oh my gosh, how do I not? Paradise Plaza? Yeah, how do I not remember the names of these? I don't know, I just played this too. Yeah, once you go outside into that middle area, you will see the convicts, and they're really rude. And at that point, I actually had Adam's chainsaws. Yeah, you'll know what those are, but you want to get Adam's chainsaws, by the way. And it was easy to kill them, the 3 guys. Once you kill them and take the car, you get that achievement. Alright, number 4 and 5 are for jumping a car and a motorcycle. At least 33 feet. And the car, when you're in that middle area, you could actually go into this other path. I mean, I'm sure you could see it. And there's a car there, and that leads to the maintenance tunnels. That's how you get to it. And when you go into the maintenance tunnels, before you go in, you have to go all the way back, and you just drive, and it'll jump your car over into the maintenance tunnel, and you'll get that achievement. Now, the motorcycle, you could do the same, but I couldn't for some reason. So when you are in the North Plaza, there will be a motorcycle there at some point after one psychopath, after you fight them. And then what you can do is there are all these ramps. There's so many ramps, so you just have to use one of the ramps and get the achievement. Yeah, it's actually really not that hard. All right, number 6, Zombie Road. Walk over 33 feet on the backs of zombies using the zombie ride. I remember you had to unlock this ability at one point, but once you did, I kept trying to jump on their heads and I kept falling off. I was frustrated. You actually have to climb onto them. You actually, I forget the button, but you have to climb onto them and then you'll crawl on them. It was really easy in the maintenance tunnels because there are so many zombies. Also, in overtime mode, there's going to be this big path In fact, I think that's where I may have gotten the achievement. There's this big path going under the ground, and you could just walk on them so easily there because there's so many zombies. And number 7, Unbreakable. Get the true ending without being knocked out. So first of all, you have to figure out how to get the true ending. But the knocked out part is easy. That there are these cult members, creepy cult members. They're so creepy. And in this version of the game, if you get sprayed with their like knockout stuff, that's it. You're done. Like you lose everything, and then you have to basically restart a save. In the remaster, you could actually fight it off a little bit, so that's good. But in this one, you cannot be knocked out. So as soon as they see you, these creeps, kill them. As soon as you see them. If even one of them knocks you out, which is so easy to be knocked out, then you will not get this achievement. You could also do this in overtime mode, apparently. Optinoob shows you how, but I didn't do it that way. I just didn't get knocked out by any of them. Category 6, item achievements. 3 achievements for 60 gamer score. Alright, number 1, strike. Send at least 10 zombies flying with bowling balls. So just find a whole bunch of zombies and get the bowling balls from random spots. And yeah, and sometimes they're even in boxes that you break. And then a good place to do that is the maintenance tunnel. And then you could just, get that achievement. In fact, that's where I got it, maintenance tunnel. I brought the bowling ball down with me. Number 2, costume party. Place novelty masks on at least 10 zombies. So in the first area, Paradise Plaza, you can go to any of the kids stores and get masks and then put them on zombies. Yeah. And then I remember I was able to pick up 5, and then I killed the zombies and took the 5 that I put on new ones. Yeah, it was kind of funny actually. You can put them on yourself too. Raining zombies, number 3. Knock at least 30 zombies aside with the parasol. And this is an alfresco plaza, and there are these big umbrellas, and you can, I love this actually. This is one of my favorite things. You just take it and you knock them all out of the way. Yeah, and they all fall. It doesn't kill them. It's actually annoying when you have survivors, but yeah, just knock 30 of them out of the way. I feel like you would probably even get that without trying, because you'll probably use the umbrella. Alright, category 7, progress achievements. 6 achievements from 120 gamer score. Break at least 100 items. So now this one took a long time for me because you have to break items on zombies and kill them. I was like, what is going on? I broke hundreds of items. None of it worked. Optinoob used the jewelry in like the gems in the jewelry store, which I don't know. I may have in the video of me doing some of that. And as long as you kill the zombies with that, that works. Just keep doing that a whole bunch. But just anything that you could pick up and throw at them and break. The big wine barrels in the cafeteria, not the cafeteria, in the food area. Why can't I think of the names of these things? Yeah, in the food area, they have a lot of those. So you can get a lot of those kills, but you have to kill zombies with them. That was what I was missing. Alright, so make sure you're doing that. 2, bullet point. Fire at least 1,000 bullets. You could just, anytime you see a gun, just pick up a gun and start shooting it. Like, you don't even have to kill zombies with it. Just shoot it. Number 3 and 4, spend at least 24 hours indoors and 24 hours outdoors. This is not 24 hours our time, don't worry. This is 24 hours in-game, which I think was about 2 hours, I think. So yeah, so indoors, I had them in a safe spot, and I watched Inside Out 2. And by Inside Out 2 wasn't even over, or was it over and I got the achievement? I forget, but yeah. Just watch a movie or something. Same thing with outdoors. I was doing... No, outdoors was Inside Out. But indoors, I was just doing something else. I was trying to get some PP stickers. And I was inside for so long. If you go out once, it will mess you up. Also, Alfresco Plaza is outside. So don't go there if you're trying to get this achievement. So yeah, I don't know. I've never seen anybody get this achievement in the tunnels. I'm almost positive. Why couldn't you? I would imagine you could. Yeah, the indoors one. So yeah, you just have to do something else and leave the controller. Make sure it doesn't shut off. Number 5, cover a distance of 26.2 miles. I almost had this achievement complete at the end of the game. A lot of these achievements, I don't know. Some of them are cumulative over your gameplay. Some of them are not. Like break 100 items, I don't think is. This one, I don't know if it is or not. So what I did was, at the end, I was waiting for the helicopter. I beat everything else. I was waiting. I had like 2 hours in game left. I just ran around in a circle on the helipad, just in a circle. And luckily, right before the helicopter came, I got this achievement. Yeah. So just try to run around, walk around as much as you can. And number 6, level max, reach level 50. That was not hard at all. Take as many PP stickers pictures as possible. Save a lot of people. If you're trying to collect everything and do everything, you will get this no problem. I was level 50 for a lot of my gameplay. Yeah. Also, I suggest if you're going to kill all those zombies, maybe wait. Some of the harder things, wait till you're level 50. All right, category 8, photo achievements. 9 achievements for 180 gamer score. So number 1, photojournalist. This is for scoring at least 1,500 pp for a single photo, and the next one is for 3,000 pp. So you can get this right in the beginning when you see, and of course I forget their names because I never remember people's names or places' names. But the 2 characters in the beginning who you could see on the screen, once they hug, I actually missed the recording of this. I was really angry because I kept missing it. What happens is they embrace. And as they're pulling away from the embrace and their heads are further back, there's still a little PP symbol above their heads. That's when you take it and you get 3,000. I don't think you can get 3,000 if you're doing it while they're embracing, hugging. But yeah, as they're moving their heads away, that's when you want to do it and you'll get 3,000. You get both those achievements. Yeah, really easy. Number 3, group photo. All these achievements are 20 gamer score, by the way. Get 50 target markers with the camera. Right in the beginning of the game when the zombies break in, which I won't tell you how they break in because that's part of the story. But as soon as they get in there, you jump up on something like I am in the video and you take the picture of the zombies and there will be 50 zombies in front of you. You can even get this before by looking out the door. Some people have gotten it there. So yeah, just take a picture of 50 zombies and survivors and you'll get this. Alright, then you have to photograph at least 10 and 50 survivors. You do not have to save them. You just need to photograph them. And you need to photograph 4 and 10 psychopaths. So you don't have to kill them either, I guess. I don't know why you wouldn't, but yeah, you need to do that. I mean, it's not hard. The 50 survivors I got way before I saved everybody. Because even if they're still like tied up, you could take a picture of them. So just take a picture of every survivor you find. And again, if you're using the guide to get all the survivors, you'll get this, all 4 of these. Just don't forget to take pictures, though. You can take pictures of them when they're dead, the psychopaths. You probably could take pictures of the survivors when they're dead, too, but that's horrible. All right, 8 and 9 are successfully photographed Zombie Brad and Zombie Jesse. So even though this is kind of story-based, it's a tiny bit of a spoiler that the 2 of these characters can turn into zombies. It's not story-based because they don't have to turn into zombies. In fact, my first playthrough, they did not turn into zombies because I didn't do a certain mission. I won't tell you what that mission is, but if you don't do certain things, then other characters might not turn into zombies. But if you're doing the regular playthrough with the true ending, then you need to take a picture of them. Yeah, they're going to turn into Zombie Brad and Zombie Jesse at different points, and then you need to take a picture of them. During the true ending, you'll get that. If you're not sure where, you could look at the guides, as usual, like I say. Yeah. So, alright. In the category 9, collectible achievements, 5 achievements for 100 gamer score. Number 1, alright, so these are all things you just have to collect. So, eat all types of food available in the mall. If you're going to try to do this on your own, and on your own I mean without a guide, you want to try to do this. There is a food court. That's what it's called, the food court. And then there's also Colombian Roast Masters in Paradise Plaza. And then there's also a supermarket. These are the main places that have food. And then there are little places throughout. But the point is that not the supermarket, but the other 2 places, the food court and the Colombian Roast Masters, have a blender. They also have ovens. So the supermarket, you're going to get most of them. I think probably about half the food you can get there. And then you have to make sure you pick up the vegetables. Make sure you pick up the ice pops. Make sure you pick up meat, raw meat, and make sure you pick up the pizza. And because the reason why I'm saying this is because everything else you can kind of just find and eat, but you're going to need to eat the thawed vegetables and the frozen vegetables. So once you pick up the frozen vegetables, you can eat them. Then let them stay out 15 minutes in real life time, and they will thaw out. You have to eat that too. Same thing with the melted ice pops. Eat the regular ice pops, and then 15 minutes later in real life, eat the melted version, all right? And then for the meat, what you can do is you eat the raw meat, and you eat the uncooked pizza also. If you put both of those in a microwave, then you'll get the well done steak and the golden brown pizza. You got to eat those. If you leave them in your pocket for 15 real life minutes, which is gross, you'll get spoiled meat and rotten pizza. Blech. Yeah, that sounds really good. You need to eat all of those in order to get it. So just make sure you're looking out for that. You eat 3 of each of those things, and then the thawed out and the melted pops. So yeah, get that. Eat all the other food you can find, and at that point, all you need is the mixed juices. And I think I'll put it on the screen how to make the mixed juices. And I made a lot of quick steps throughout this whole game. Quick steps, you could actually make it a lot of different ways. But and good luck with that randomizer. Every time I did it, I got sick. You don't always get sick. I just happen to get sick every time. But yeah, you have to get all these drinks, and you have to eat all those types of foods to get this achievement. Or you can watch the guide, and they will show you how to do it too. All right. Speaking of guide, 2, PP Collector, photograph all PP stickers. I mean, there's no other way to do it besides watching a guide or looking at every single item. There are 100 PP stickers. So yeah, I mean, that's fun. Anyway, number 3. Oh gosh, answer all calls from Otis. All right. Somehow I missed this back in the day. I never got this achievement. And then on my other playthrough with a guide, I missed this. I missed one single call. If you are in a different place than you're supposed to be, so if you're in a place where the survivor is about to spawn, and he won't call you. But if you're out of that area, he will call you. So it's so easy to miss it. I really think you need a guide for this. And to be honest, both of those guides I think will show you how to do that. I don't know why I couldn't do it. I don't know. This is one of the most frustrating achievements. You have to get every single call. There were 39 calls. You do not need Isabella's calls, by the way. In the new game, in the remaster, they have it. They only need 30 calls. I think that means you can get 30 of them. Yeah, so that's good at least. But yeah, this one you need a guide for. And then 4 and 5 change into 20 costumes, which most of you will probably get. You could change into so many things. And then 5 is changing into all costumes. You're probably going to need a guide for this too. This also includes hair dye in places where you could change your hair. Sometimes you go into like, let's say a sunglass store, and there are 5 different sunglasses you can put on. Each one of those counts. Same thing with like, I'm trying to think, I mean, you'll find it. Yeah, just try. Oh, shoes. That's what I was thinking of. Shoes. When you're in shoe stores, make sure you try on as many different kinds of shoes as you could do, and costumes and hats and all these things. So it's annoying if you're doing it on your own, unless you really like to look for that stuff, and then it's not. Otherwise, check out the guide, which I've said it like a million times. Category 10, challenging achievements. 2 achievements for 40 gamer score. This, like I said, I do not have these achievements right now. I will get these at some point when I have 14 hours. Why 14 hours? All right. You need to play for 7 days in-game straight, which is 14 hours. 5 days in-game is 10 hours. So you might as well just do 14 if you're going to sit there for 10. You can't shut it off, you can't save, and your character is constantly dying. So you can't even just leave it. You have to actually find food. The food does not respawn. And when you kill psychopaths or survivors in this version and in this mode, they drop food. And Optinoob has a great guide that I don't know if it's part of the playlist or if I have it separate, but yeah, it shows you exactly how to do this, exactly when to wait. But again, you have to wait for 14 hours and hope the game doesn't crash. Because if you're all the way through and it crashes right at the end, or you forget to eat or something, you're done. And then you have to restart it. And I do not have 14 hours to sit there and play this. So I will at some point do this when I have time one day. Like that much time. Think about it. That's like you start at 8 a.m. Like you think about it, you're going to end at 10 p.m. at night. I do not have a whole day like that. Yeah, so like I said, you could still get it though, however. Check out Optinoob's guide for how to get all the food the best way and where to stand and all that. Or you can just figure it out on your own. I would suggest doing this at level 50 with the Mega Buster. That would also be a really good idea. So, this game is fantastic. When I started playing it the second time, because I played it back in the day, like I said, I really thought I wasn't going to want to go through all of this again, because I got almost all these achievements. And I did. Yeah, it was just so fun. I love it so much. This game is fantastic. I'm going to hopefully be doing all the other Dead Rising games too. So yeah, so otherwise I will see you next time on the Achievement Planner.